So in today's replay review, I'm going to be playing another game in the M48 patent as I just remarked it, so I have a lot of gameplay footage of it and not very many other tanks. I still have to get some more. But for now, we're going to watch some gameplay from the M48 patent. This game is mostly going to be about ammo choice. So, what ammo you choose to shoot in every game and why. I mean, if you look at my loadout here in the M48 patent, I have 30 AP, 22 heat rounds, and 3 HE rounds. If you watch my stream, you'll know that I don't shoot a lot of HE. I usually load maybe between 0 and 2, depending on how much ammo the tank actually has. The reason why I don't load more HE rounds is because you have to, if you think about it this way, you have to actually load the HE round. So I have to have, first thing, a target to shoot the HE at, and then I need to have enough time to reload it. And most of the time, in able to efficiently manage how much damage you do in a game, you don't really have time to switch. Now, if I'm in a situation where I know the next tank I'm going to be shooting is a gorilla or a scorpion, I know I can just press my 2 key. You can press 3, tap it one time, and then that'll be the next shell that you load. Or you can double click it, and that'll be the shell that you instantly load, and you can do things with intuition and stuff like that. And it's good, but for most part, don't really shoot HE. You're better off just shooting APCR. It's more guaranteed damage, so against low armored targets anyway. But so this game is really going to be about when to shoot heat ammunition and when not to shoot ammunition. Now, the APCR rounds from most of the tier 10 meds are very strong. They're not strong enough to contest a lot of the super heavy tanks, and they're kind of a 50-50 against some of the tier 9 heavy tanks. So, especially at range. But at close range, I guess you can kind of get around that. But the heat rounds in this game, especially in water tanks, heat ammunition and premium ammunition as a whole is used to lower the amount of RNG that you use in a game. So if you think about it, heat round, your APC ammunition obviously has RNG on its pen. It has RNG where your shell goes. And what heat does is it mitigates some of the RNG when it comes to your pen, because you have more, obviously.
Whoa.
Now the problem is with shooting a lot of premium ammunition is you end up with no credits, and currently I think my main account has like 10,000 credits, something like that. So yeah, you run into credits very quickly, and you need to have a premium tank or play tier 8 strongholds. So, in my opinion, do I think premium rounds are pay to win? No. Do I think premium rounds are fine in the game? Yeah, they're fine. I don't really have a problem with premium. It's not that big of a problem in this game. There's a lot more bigger issues. But right now, I switched to heat. So if you guys don't know about the STRV 103-0 and the STRV 103B at tier 10, one of the biggest weaknesses of those tanks is that they do not have an 80% hull sloping. So what you can do is you can fire heat rounds, which can pen up to but not beyond 80 degrees, and then you can pen their top plate. So the STRV-0, even if my shell is a 105mm gun, and with the APCR, I would not be able to pen his frontal armor, but with heat, if I shoot his lower plate, or I shoot on top of his tank with heat, I will pen. So, this is why the tier 9 is basically a pile of crap, is because you can just heat pen the top of the plate, and because it has no heat shield. The tier 10, however, is a different story. You'll see later in this game where the T10 actually can bounce heat rounds off its heat shield. So right now I fired a couple of heat rounds in this game. I fired 2. I switched the heat, obviously, to deal with the STRV, but now that he's dead, now I'm just switching heat. So right now, what am I thinking when I'm playing this game? Why do I not switch back to AP? Well, I look at the enemy tanks that I'm fighting here: E75, a Chrysler GF 704, and then 2 Chryslers and 2 tank destroyers, and an E75. I want to guarantee my pens, because I'm gonna have to fight in this corner. There's really nowhere else I can go. I could flank around here, but it wouldn't really be that good of it wouldn't really be that good, because they could just turn and I'd be in the same situation. But what I can do here is I can use my E75 to bait, so he can poke out, take a shot, or I can poke out, take a shot, he can shoot, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna, keep the heat loaded. And it just heat just butters people's lower plates. Especially, to be honest, I don't really need heat to shoot his lower plate, but I want to guarantee the pens. So, that's why I'm shooting it here. So right now, the C75 I don't know what he's doing. I'm trying to bait the 704 to try to fire at my drive wheels here.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Again, Again, I don't need to be shooting heat here. There's absolutely no reason to be shooting heat, but I'm just too lazy to switch the ammunition types. That's probably where one of the credit slots, because I'm not very good at my ammunition management. That's something I need to work on. But anyway, very easy pens on the C-75's turret. He's not even trying to make it difficult. He's just sitting still, making it very easy. I rushed the shot on his lower plate, meaning that my shot goes into his tracks, and heat does not do well against base armor, so... But again, when he's tracked, very easy shots in the front of the turret. Or up to 4,800 damage, which is quite a lot. And I'm getting bounced and around on his lower plate. Sometimes you get low pen rolls, you know, just the nature of the game. But we are going to secure the kill. Still loading with the heat ammunition. Again, this is probably a situation where I don't need to load heat. I probably should have switched back to APCR, and in hindsight, loading the AP rounds is acceptable. But again, this is the right play. What I actually did here is I pushed around the corner, and I decided to lead the charge of my team. Yes, I'm going to take a hit from the Chrysler, but it's one shot of damage to push the corner, because these guys weren't going to do it. So I have to take the initiative and push. I can't play pass on the corner. I pushed in, and I took out the ISU-152. And you can see I'm loading the APCR now, because I really don't think I need the heat anymore. I'm not really fighting the Chrysler frontally. Tier 10 heat rounds basically butter the Chrysler's armor. It doesn't have any armor against tier 10s pretty much. The tank is basically just a easy 15, what is it, 1500? I think 1500. I don't know how much, how much HP it has. It has a number. It's basically just free farm for a tier 10, which is mostly all I play. So coming up to the enemy base here, the game is pretty much over. This is kind of just like a raffle stomp where I basically just destroyed the entire enemy team very quickly. The patent is very good for that. Grilla tries to camp on this corner. A bit too fast for him. Obviously, a better player would probably have gotten a shot at me, but, you know, he's a base camping TD player. His reaction time is really bad, so he's dead now. So now I'm pushing forward and trying to look for more damage at the end of the game. I'm hunting for damage. This is kind of the portion of the game where I'm looking for kills and looking for damage. And the SRV gets lit behind me, but I'm more concerned about getting this 1390. The SRV is going to shoot me in the back here. And this is going to be the point where you can see I switch to the premium ammunition. And I make a mistake here of sitting in front of his gun for too long. But this is the point where you're going to see the heat ammunition against the STRV's armor. I looked toward the Scorpion because I saw he was over there and I knew he was going to poke on me if I got lit here, so it's just a very simple matter of taking him down. And now, right here is pretty much the example of the heat rounds. You kind of, if you just shoot, next time I go into standard mode, I'll show you. But okay, so if you're looking at the STRV's armor, this heat shield here is what I'm looking at. This you can't pen with heat. What you can pen is this, the bucket here in between the two track links. And then you can also, if you aim above, you can also pen anywhere on this tank up here, and also the cupola. Or if you have any shot at the side armor, you can overmatch it. So if you have a shot, right now if I were to shoot right here, this is where I should be aiming. I think this is where I do aim. But you can pen the top of here above the heat shield, you can pen below here, below the heat shield, and you can pen the side. If you have any side shot on the tank, you can auto pen it with pretty much any gun at tier 10. So obviously aiming for the lower plate, goes right into the right into the corner of the side of his armor, and then it's an easy pen onto the side of his tank. Finish off the game here. Easy kill. So again, that's just basically how you play War of Tanks. In a stomp game, I obviously played very aggressive. I shot a lot of premium ammunition to secure my damage on the corners. Do I need to shoot? Did I need to shoot that many premium rounds on that corner? No, but I didn't. But I didn't switch, and it didn't really matter either way. The damage would probably have gone to me. It would have just been a bit less costly on my part. But for the most part, when you're thinking about using premium ammunition, you have to think about it in a way where you have to realize when your chances of penning are very low and when you need to guarantee damage. And I would always guarantee damage over saving the credits, because I play to win games, not to make money at tier 10. So if you're playing tier 10 or tier 9 arguably, and you need to win games and you want to have good games, you're going to have to dip into your credits a lot in these matches, especially against tanks increasing amounts of armor, especially playing medium tanks and corridor maps. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this gives you a little insight on how to play El Haluf and when to use premium ammunition, and I'll see you guys in the next one.